I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I am tired.
Yeah. Hope everybody had a nice, long holiday weekend, you know, the 4th of July, America's Day, if you will. I noticed something the other day, though, while I was working, because I work in retail again, you know, and a lot of people calling it the holiday. Just have a good holiday. And I'm like, well, I thought we didn't do that. I thought everybody was adamant that we had to call everything by its exact name. Like, no, can't call Christmas the holidays because then people get all butthurt, you know. But that now was that. Hey, what, you gonna have a good holiday? Did you have a good holiday? This is the 4th of July, and nobody has said the words, and I don't understand what's happening. I'm very confused by it. So.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean,
right?
I understand when people say happy holidays for like towards the what I celebrate Christmas, you know, because there's like
like Thanksgiving to Christmas because there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, so you just say happy holidays because there's too many, and you whatever. But the 4th, I feel like, especially if you're in the States, you can say happy 4th because that's our Independence Day.
Yeah.
Although I honestly did see a couple posts about how like Independence Day was like the country's freedom, but it wasn't a certain people's freedom, and I was like, damn, I've never even thought about that.
Yeah, that's true. Then you get into like the like, you know, the specifics, because July 4th is our Independence Day, but what does July 4th signify? July 4th, 1776.
I thought it was the day we signed.
Yeah, but like that's not when the fighting stopped, you know,
yeah.
Or the Declaration, like all these things. You have all of these like different things where they're like, I don't know, but like you could use any of them honestly, but we only did. This is just kind of a random thought I had, and I was like noticing a lot of people going, "Hey, have a good holiday," and I'm like just expecting like, "Hey, what are you doing for the 4th?" You know, like stuff like that, pretty casual. And they're not bringing it up like it's Voldemort or something. I don't know. It was very weird. And it's not like I don't, you know, I work at a hunting and sports goods store, so it's not like, you know, we get a lot of...
You expect your clientele to say Happy 4th. For
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, right? Surprised they didn't say Merry Christmas on the 4th, honestly. But yeah, so anyway, that was just my random tidbit, because, yeah. You would read off our Patreon people?
Yeah.
Before we get too far?
Oh, yeah. We would like to thank Adam Pacino, Tony Burgess, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Chantel, TJ Jonak, Colton Zamersla, Jeremy, say his name right, Brazil.
Yeah.
And then we got a new guy, Bonnie M.
Boney M. Like the band, you know, the Rasputin song. Did you listen to the Rasputin Time Suck episode?
Yeah, maybe. It's been so long that I've listened to
You gotta
them.
do it. It's just so much fun just because it's such a ridiculous story anyway, you know, because he's a ridiculous character. It's not like, you know, it's not like just a random historic, like he's got a lot going on. He's this monk that was like slinging some dick to everybody and like lying to what's essentially the king and queen of the country, and then they tried to kill him. Apparently it didn't fucking work. Like, it's just a wild story. So I think it suits that show very well. But
no,
he plays that song a lot.
I really enjoy Time Suck. The problem I have now is that I live 5 minutes drive from work.
Oh, yeah.
So it would literally take, and I used to listen to podcasts, you know, to and from work when we lived in Virginia, and I could listen to one podcast in like two, you know, a drive there and a drive back.
Yeah.
And now if I was to do it, it would literally take me 2 weeks to listen to one episode.
Yeah. Yeah, it's rough. Like, I have a similar problem. It's like less than 10 minutes away that I live. from where I work, and so I never listen to podcasts on the drive to work because it's like, no, like I can't even get into it. So now it's like all of my podcast listening is when I'm at home and doing something else. Like I just have, because the multiple. Because I live a luxurious life. I have 2 monitors, so I have something, a movie, TV show, podcast, whatever, playing on one, and then whatever I'm doing on the other one,
God, I can't do that.
Well, I have crippling ADHD, so I have to, but...
No, yeah, I mean, I understand it, but, like, I used to, and I think it's like I know I'm not old, but I think it's got to be an old age thing, like an older thing. I used to could multitask just fine. But now, if the TV's on and it's something I want that I'm interested in, like whatever's going on, if I'm interested in the TV, if you talk to me, I cannot hear you. I can hear like your voice making noise, but I can't hear.
Old. That's an old man thing, 100%.
I can't hear anything else, dude. I have to like if you're trying to talk to me, I got to pause the TV and then look at you.
Just sitting in your recliner, just in the same chair. That's Papa's chair. That's you. That's
Dude.
Gonna be you in
Look, I have an idol that I look up to. Yeah, it's my grandpa Russell, and he has his recliner in the living room, and no one else sits in it.
Yeah,
and,
that's
dude,
you, man.
God,
that's you watching TV now. No, I get it. I'm the same way. Like if it's something that I'm like genuinely like I want to watch this, I won't do it that way. But, like, I play a lot of stuff where, A, it doesn't require a lot of viewing effort, so I can just listen.
Yeah.
So, like, a lot of things I've seen a bunch that I don't need to see it, Or, like I said, podcasts, you don't really need to watch them. There's only a couple that I absolutely have to, which is, like, Your Mom's House, because they play clips. I'm like, I'm not going to listen to that, because that'll just drive me crazy,
Yeah. You made me think of some. Sorry, I know, like you said, your mom's house. And
it's like your fucking lights just turned on. I'm like, what's happening?
Have you seen Tom Segura's new stand-up?
Oh yeah, we watched. While we were waiting on the rain to stop for the 4th of July, we were hiding indoors and we watched it. Yeah.
I honestly don't know how he does it, dude.
Dude, it was. Dude, I almost fucking threw up at the end when he's talking the story about his mom and the edible. Like. That shit was so fucking funny. And like also watching the the podcast and having seen his mom interact with him.
Yeah.
Like I could just picture it so vividly. Like it's because that's 100% how she acts, you know what I mean? But,
see, now I have to go back and find that episode because like the way he is so animated with his voices, the stories about his kids are fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, his voices that he does for his kids crack me up too, because like his older one, he's like he always does like a really low, like real gruff voice for him. I'm like, why is your kid? But it's the same voice, like he does it all the time, and I'm like, God, his kid might just be like just one of them kids that's got them raspy voices for no reason. You know,
he's got a gruff ass voice. Yeah.
Yeah, kid's been smoking a pack a day since he came out the womb. You know what I mean? But, yeah, his kids do sound wild just based off of that. And then, like, like I said on the podcast, they fucking just doing wild shit all the time. But
when he was talking about the shower story before it got weird,
yeah,
it made me think because he was like, he didn't want his son to repeat shit in public. It made me think about how we potty trained Emmett when he was younger.
Yeah.
So we had the hardest time at first. Like he wouldn't pee in the toilet. Like he just wouldn't do it. No matter what you did, turn the water on, sit there, nothing. So what we started to do is we were like, yo, you can just pee off the back porch. It's free. Just whenever you got to pee, go pee off the back porch. And he got so used to just going peeing in the backyard, but it like, it was fenced in backyard. No one could see him, whatever.
Yeah.
He got so used to just peeing outside whenever he wanted to that we didn't think anything of it. So, I don't know, maybe a month later, I take him to the park, and he's playing, running around and doing whatever he wants.
Oh, no.
And he goes, Dad, I have to pee. And I was like, all right, bud, let's go. He turns around away from me, pulls his pants down, and starts peeing. And I
Off
know
of like the playground or what?
Yeah, he's like he's in the middle of the playground. There's parents around, kids running. And I was like, dude, you gotta stop peeing.
But you can't stop once it starts. Those are the rules,
So I'm just like standing like an idiot, like trying to like, crowd around my son while he's peeing. And the other parents that can see it happening are just fucking dying. Because he's like, at this point, I think he's 3 when that happened. So, I mean, like, they know, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, so kind of spinning off of that, watching that special, and like specifically getting to the parts about being a dad, having the kids, like I'm just like watching my brother and his wife's reactions, because like obviously they have a little more of a, relatability in regards to that part, like those parts, than I do.
Yeah.
And so, like, just my brother just dying, like he gets it. And knowing my nephew, he's kind of a wild man too, so it's like I could see him doing some shit like that. But yeah. Yeah, that one, the shower one did crack me up. And then when he obviously took it way too far, like, I was fucking dying. I knew what was happening, but it's just fun to just be ridiculous sometimes. He's like, I just wanted to say that. Yeah. We watched John Mulaney's new special too.
I have
Baby
not
J.
watched that yet.
It's pretty good. He
Okay.
talks about his intervention and his cocaine addiction and and all of the things, because when you're kind of in that position, you probably should. Otherwise, people be like, "Why the fuck aren't you talking about that?" But, yeah. So that was pretty good. I don't know. I recommend everybody check it out at least a little bit. I think John Mulaney's pretty good. He used to write on SNL, and he used to do the. Did you ever see like the Stefan bits with Bill Hader, where he's like the flamboyantly gay guy trying to tell you where to go, like for different parties and stuff, and he like always is cracking himself up.
Yeah.
Okay, so John Mulaney helped write that character.
Okay.
So, and I learned that he would change the cue cards last minute. And so the reason why Bill Hader is cracking up is because he's reading something for the first time and like just can't contain himself because it's just so ridiculous. And I was like, that's a cokehead move for sure. Like that's something that coked up John Mulaney would do. But yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
On the same vein, I guess, since we're just talking about shows, the new Marvel series, Secret Invasion.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched any of it, but
It's pretty good. They're doing a really good job. Like, I won't say that. I just like it. It's a very like spy show.
oh, okay. Yeah, I heard that it's a well, because like the most recent iteration of Marvel things has been the new Thor, which is very like bubbly and like funny and ridiculous, in your face kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of like the newer Marvel things have been like very lighthearted in that kind of aspect. And then I guess this is a little more gritty, a little more not so bubbly. Is that your takeaway?
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, this is very serious. Yeah.
Like a very spy, like kind of like a Winter Soldier, like in that kind of aspect, that kind of vibe, or no?
Yeah, because the problem is you don't know who's good and who's bad. Like, it's like every episode's pretty tense because you're like, is this really who he's talking to? And you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they do it like the whole episode. Like there's only 3 episodes out, but so far it's done really well. And Samuel L. Jackson is a fucking masterclass.
Always, yeah. I wish I could just be him for a day. You know what I mean? Just walk around as Samuel L. Jackson and just yell at people, and they'll be like, "Nice, that was cool. I got yelled at by Samuel L. Jackson. That'd be tight." No, I haven't watched it yet, but I guess I'll just wait till more of it comes out. Did you watch the 2nd season of The Bear?
I did. Amazing, dude.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Me and Jeremy just finished it up the other day. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. Fucking soundtrack in that show is impeccable.
Yes.
I made the comment one episode, and then it wasn't until the cousin is that episode where he's kind of like sent away, and then he starts getting really good at that fancy restaurant. You know? And then he's driving back, and he's jamming out to fucking Taylor Swift. And Jeremy's like, "This show's soundtrack's pretty great." I'm like, "You fucking piece of shit." Everything's been great. It's all been great.
Honestly, I think that was my favorite episode this season because, like, I felt like everyone else had shown growth in the first season, and he was just kind of like there, just being the same guy he'd been. So to see that episode of his like personal growth was like really good. I felt like really added a lot to the show.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
The like dynamic between their mother.
Oh yeah, that shit
was
wild,
dude. Jamie Lee Curtis, phenomenal, dude. Like,
yeah.
Holy crap.
I love that's the same lady from Freaky Friday, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just the most, I don't know, she's got such a wide range of things she can do. And
yes.
it's very impressive. I don't know. I did you watch the movie, God damn it, I can't think of the name because it's like that crazy long one, but the one she won an Oscar for, did you watch that?
Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, well, she was great in that fucking movie.
Did you watch at the end in the credits? Did you watch the outtakes?
No, I need to go back and do that.
Yes, dude. At the end, they show like a bunch of the outtakes with like Jamie Lee Curtis, because like the scene where they have the weird fucking like,
yeah, the old floppy things,
dude. Yeah, she's so good. I forgot she was in that.
Yeah, but dude, her mom was the lady who got stabbed to death in Psycho.
Oh,
did you know that?
No, I did not.
The movie Psycho.
Yeah.
Like the shower scene, the iconic shower scene.
Yeah.
That's her mom.
Oh wow.
Getting stabbed. Yeah. Crazy. I got on like a real random rabbit hole of finding like nepotism babies in Hollywood and like who is related to who that I didn't fucking know. Like Carrie Fisher's daughter is one of the characters in a bunch of the American Horror Story shows, and like just random things like that. Liza Minnelli is the girl, can't think of her name. Julie Andrews? No, not Julie Andrews. The girl from Wizard of Oz.
Oh, fuck. I can't, it's like right there. I can't think of her name though.
That's Liza Minnelli's mom. And I'm like, well, no shit. God damn it. That's a whole family's got super genes or something for Hollywood, but like old Showtimey kind of,
Yeah, there's that new show called The Idol. And it's got Johnny Depp's daughter is the main girl, and playing opposite of her is The Weeknd.
Oh yeah.
That show is very hard to watch.
Yeah. Well, I heard it didn't get picked up for a second season.
They even shortened the season.
Yeah.
The one season that did come out.
Like, is it just bad acting or what?
I read that people thought it was bad acting. I just thought like the scenes are so tense and like, I don't know.
It's not like a comfortable watch at all.
No, yeah, it's very like, you know how uncomfortable you felt when you watched the Jeffrey Dahmer show with the old dude from American Horror Story in it?
Yeah.
Just like how like sometimes the scenes are just so uncomfortable. Yeah, just ugh.
Yeah.
I didn't think the acting was bad. I just thought like the stuff that kept happening was, there's a room full of people just like letting shit happen, and I was like, what is going on?
Oh, yeah. I get it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I just watched. Well, I didn't just watch it. I watched it again. The Zac Efron where he plays Ted Bundy movie on Netflix.
Yeah, it's vile.
I hadn't watched it. Yeah, I hadn't watched it since it came out, and I was like, fuck, put that on, and I was completely blown away by like how much he actually like. There's little kind of fucking like faces he does, mannerisms where it's like, oh, that's Ted Bundy for sure. Like,
okay.
And like I just got a wild hair up my ass about it. Like, I remember listening to Time Suck, and they were it was the behavioral sciences unit episode,
Yeah.
And he's talking about one of the FBI agents that interviewed Ted Bundy at the end of his life when he was like waiting execution.
Yeah.
And this is at the same time when Ted Bundy was in his public persona trying to cast out this born again Christian guy. Like, I want to do better. I want to work for the FBI and help them catch serial killers. This is the persona he's giving off in interviews. Well, this FBI agent that interviewed him was like, that's the scariest human being I've ever met in my life. Towards the end.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck this guy. This guy is an animal inside and out, and I don't like it. And he says it still haunts him to this day, which is unsettling, but I guess it's good he's dead now. I don't know, but I was like, fuck, I better watch that movie again just to kind of see, because I feel like those dudes always get like blended in the back of my brain altogether. Like, for the longest time, I only thought John Wayne Gacy had only ever killed like 10 people, which is 10 too many, obviously, but it's like 30 something, and I'm like, why is this number getting meshed in? And then, you know, other people, you think they get more, like Ted Bundy. There's no way to tell how many he actually killed, but it's not in the 30s, like, but they're violent, so,
right?
Yeah. Anyway.
No, I think that I never watched that movie because at the time when that movie came out, there was already so many Ted Bundy. There was like the Ted Bundy tapes. There was like the there was so much Ted Bundy. I was so tired of hearing Ted Bundy, and I was like, I already know the story. Like, I don't need to see another actor play the part.
Yeah.
So I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, it covers really just the bulk of his like interaction with the legal system, really. Like, it's a little bit of him and his wife, and then, or girlfriend. I don't think they were actually ever married, but and then a lot of his like escaping from prison and like doing that shit, and then like you don't really ever see him do anything, you know. So which is kind of interesting, you know.
Yeah.
I always think when they go, okay, you know that fucking part, like, you know that he's a murderer, we're not going to show you that thing. Like, I think that is always an interesting kind of take when they do that with serial killers. But
that sounds good, because then the people who are making the movie aren't relying on there being murder scenes to carry the movie. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, it's just kind of look into how manipulative and how intelligent he was in interacting with the people that he came in contact with to try and like get out of things, or like, you know, swing things the public favor in his way, whatever, you know. It's like that kind of thing. So
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
might check it out. But so I shared this random thing on Facebook the other day.
Oh, great.
And our good buddy Matt from Lucid Wasteland said we had to talk about it on the show.
Okay.
So here it is. A woman was being escorted off of a plane in Dallas, at the Dallas Fort Worth airport, and the plane was taxiing, and then it caused the plane to come back to the gate, and this lady was getting kicked off because she was unruly, and she was causing a ruckus because there was a passenger on board that she believed was not real.
Okay.
So you can go a couple directions with this, you know, psychotic break kind of thing, which is probably where it sits in the realm of possibilities. But maybe she met the Hatman. Maybe there's a demon on board. Maybe we're in the Twilight Zone and it was that episode with William Shatner where there's a thing on the wing of the plane. Who knows? But yeah, she was she's getting escorted off, and you know, as she's leaving, she says, "I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and the reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or not, they can believe it, or wait, yeah, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it," which I feel like is a bad way to, you know, word that, but I don't give two fucks. But I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And how exciting, you know, to live in a day when you can fly on an airplane and there might be a ghost on it. You know, that's kind of exciting. I don't know. There's a video of her getting escorted off the plane. It's pretty anticlimactic because, first of all, you don't see anybody that's not real, so that's a little. But it would be fun if it like panned back and there's just like this guy with like, devil horns back there hanging out. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fuck, she was right, dude. But how exciting,
Yeah, I've seen some like memes about it, but I haven't like I didn't see the article about it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking is some kind of psychotic episode, right? But like, who knows, dude? We're living in a wild year right now because we got the old submarine implosion. That's like that just fucking happened.
Yeah.
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are threatening to cage fight each other, and now we got ladies seeing shadow people on the goddamn airplanes.
Who is the Hatman?
The Hatman is it's an entity that many people have witnessed seeing as a shadow person adjacent kind of ghosty guy. Basically just a dark figure with a hat. It looks like they were in a hat. May or may not include glowing red or yellow eyeballs. You might get one or the other or neither. Yeah, there's a lot of like internet, like creepy lore, like Slenderman-esque kind of thing. Except for the fact that there's no direct like this is where the Hatman started.
Yeah,
because people have always been seeing shadow people. It's
right.
Kind of just your brain, fucking, or it's real shadow people. I don't know, but. A shadow is the easiest thing to fucking mistake something for. Like, oh, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
You ever, like, sit in your house and you're like, was that a car driving by or did something just, like, slink past me?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's happened.
So, but with Slenderman, it's like, oh, we know where that came from. It was the internet, you piece of shit. But, yeah. You ever seen a Hatman?
I've never seen the Hatman.
Me neither. But apparently Aaron Rodgers has. He talked about it one time and I still see memes about it. It's pretty great, but yeah.
So it's all that holistic medicine he believes in.
Too much ayahuasca, that'll do it. That'll show you the Hatman real quick, man.
Yeah.
If I don't know anything on this planet, but if I know that, it's that's it. That's the one thing I'll take away. Have you seen any of the shit between Elon, Twitter, Mark Zuckerberg, and his new app called Threads that is could be the Twitter rival, basically?
No, so the only thing I seen was that Mr. Beast has the record for most followers on Threads, like when it first dropped.
Okay, well that makes sense. I mean, I feel like that guy's gonna end up evil in some way, but just gotta wait and see what happens. But he seems too nice right now, you know what I mean?
He's probably done some terrible shit, always.
He's got bodies in the basement. Anyway, so Threads is the Meta, which is, Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook's parent company, whatever.
Yeah. Is
releasing Threads, which is the Twitter competitor, right? And Elon Musk is, I guess, threatening legal action with them by sending them a cease and desist letter. And in this letter, it accuses Meta and Threads, as it were, of basically employee hijacking, taking previous Twitter employees,
right,
and having them work on this thing. But I don't think it makes any sense, because it's like, hey man, you're using our trade secrets to make your app, but it's like, have you seen Facebook? Facebook's more it's a vast application that does more than Twitter does. You don't think he can figure out how to make a Twitter clone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, not for nothing, but when Elon became the big boy in chief at Twitter, he was like, hey, we're going to make a lot of our shit open source so people can use it to make their own things. So anyway, that's happening, and now he's mad about it. Anyway, so I hope they do fight in a cage match. I really want it to happen, just because it's just the most ridiculous thing I think we could think of right now. You know?
Yeah, some fighter tweeted that he would help train Elon Musk.
I think it was George St. Pierre.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, which it's a good one to pick. Now Mark Zuckerberg has been winning jiu-jitsu competitions, so which is kind of interesting. It's always interesting to see because it's like, okay, did he win, or did the other guy get scared that he was gonna kill Mark Zuckerberg, and then, you know what I mean? It's like Tom Hardy's fighting in jiu-jitsu tournaments too, which I don't, that doesn't really surprise me that much, but same kind of thing, same kind of vibe. There's people talking about that they should do the fight in the Colosseum, that really old dilapidated building in Rome that nobody should probably use for a functioning event.
Yeah, that'll never happen.
It's a fun idea, though. Maybe a Colosseum replica,
Yes, I like that.
They both have money. They could do it. Build it out of moon rock or Mars rock. But there is some news in the Colosseum front. There is a man who is being searched for carving his name and his girlfriend's name into the walls of the Roman Colosseum.
Good job.
Yeah. I guess the fine is up to, at least 15,000 euros, which is roughly $25,000 American, which is a lot. It's even more if you're not from there too, because then you gotta pay legal fees, and you have to go to court in Rome, and then you have to fight Ezio, and then trial by combat.
I mean, let's just say it was probably an American, because we're jackasses.
Yeah.
And it probably took them a week to discover it. He's probably not even there anymore.
No.
And I don't think that the United States is going to extradite someone for graffiti.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably... But what could happen is if they get found out, Italy could issue a ban on their visas for Italy. And then other countries could probably do that, since they got the fucking Interpol thing, you know what I mean? They're all interconnected and shit. I don't think it would happen, but it would be pretty funny if they were 10 years in the future trying to go somewhere. It's Ivan and Haley 23 is what they carved into the architecture there. And imagine Ivan and Haley in 33 are going on a vacation, a little...
They're from Germany for sure.
You think?
Germany or Russia. Ivan? Come on.
Yeah, there's fucking Ivans all over the place, dude.
Yeah.
Your name's Ivan. No. Yeah, but Haley, you think Haley's from Russia? Get out of here.
That's a German. It's just a German. I'm telling you, that's why I was like Ivan and Haley. They're both from Germany, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then they're fucked, because that's right there, dude. But imagine they're getting ready to go on this big thing, and they go to the airport, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, your passport is denied for entrance to whatever country," and they're like,
Yeah.
"Fucking what?" And then they get pulled into the back room, and there's some Interpol agent, and he's like, "We've been looking for you for a long time. We finally got you." I'm like, fuck. Is this about the Colosseum? Of course it's about the Colosseum. Come on. You think you could escape forever? I don't think so. That'd be fun. I'd watch that movie, Hey, sometimes you get into fitness stuff. You know who Joe Aesthetics is?
No.
Okay. So fitness influencer, just one of the run of the mill, just yacked off of all of the roids probably, but anyway, his signature thing was he's got this muscle disease, which is various degrees of cramping, and so his like when he would flex, his fucking chest would be like, right?
Oh shit.
Anyway, he died at the age of 30, and so me and my roommate were talking about it. I mean, Jeremy Brazzers, we're talking about it. I always see his videos, like, you know how Snapchat has that TikTok kind of level, like, thing. I always see his videos on there, and like, they haven't released a cause of death, but the second it happened, we were just kind of like, it's probably like a heart thing, right? Like steroid use, you know what I mean? Because he's like big bodybuilding, like ridiculous kind of physique, you know?
Yeah.
But they don't know. But his girlfriend has said that it might be brain aneurysm, which, you know, that's what got Bruce Lee. So, gotta watch out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you look at him, if you look at like recent videos or pictures, okay, he looks like he's almost 50, not 30. And it's crazy. It's like an aggressive, I don't know, aggressive aging of the face, but I don't know. Maybe that's what all them roids do to you. Anyway.
They probably do. I would definitely.
So I'm gonna start taking roids soon.
Nice. I mean, I see all your gym Snapchats now. I feel like it's only a matter of time.
It is. I feel like I could just talk to some of the guys and be like, "Hey, let me snag a needle." No, I don't care that you used it before. Let me see.
I don't care at all.
Yeah, but that's all I got for interesting and entertaining things.
Yeah. I really don't have much. I have one thing, and it's not really like that long. But so, like I was telling you, on the 4th of July, we bought a shit ton of fireworks. Yeah. And while we're setting off fireworks, I had like walked to go grab some water, and then on the way back, I sat down in the chairs with all of our like significant others. All the girls were sitting there in their chairs watching the guys run back and forth like idiots, dropping mortars into tubes. And we looked up in the air, and we seen these like perfectly spaced, what looked like stars at first, moving across the sky like fast as fuck. And everyone was like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?" So I walked out into the field to the guys, and I was like, "Hey, what is that?" And my buddy Matt was like, "Oh, that's fucking Starlink." And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Turns out Starlink is just Elon Musk. Like, I don't know if it's active just yet, but it's affordable internet.
Yeah, it's like satellite internet, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's super creepy to see when you don't know that it moves through the sky like that.
What the fuck it is? Yeah.
I was like, dude,
it's like that.
We're getting invaded on July 4th.
It's
Independence Day all over again.
I saw the fucking Falcon 9 rocket launch one time, and it like the secondary like break happened like within visual range, and it was midnight, and I was in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, oh fuck, what is that thing, dude? Like, and this was just like the burst, like the afterglow kind of thing, and like that's all we saw, but I didn't know. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed, but if I wake up and tomorrow we got invaded by aliens, I'm gonna be really upset because I don't have fucking cell phone service, so not gonna know till I get home.
Yeah,
goddamn alien in my living room, you know. Yeah, that's I have a friend who uses that. They have whatever, a subscription, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, it already works?
Yeah, they were using it in the Ukraine. They were running it over there. Yeah, it works.
Wow.
But yeah, my friend lives in like the fucking out in the boonies in like West Virginia, so like not a whole lot of internet options there. And,
yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah.
I wonder if it works in the middle of Actually, I need to look into the price.
Get it on the boat.
I was thinking about telling my dad because he lives out in the middle of nowhere, Alabama, and they still use like this weird, like it's like net something, but it's like the really far satellites, and it's like the word. It's like terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that'd be cool. Something better for them to fucking use.
Yeah.
Because they had like a cool little video on their site, and it was showing you how like how far away the regular satellites are and how close the new ones are.
Yeah.
You're getting a response every 25 milliseconds as opposed to every 600 milliseconds.
Yeah, it's
and I was
cool.
like, that's insane.
Yeah. Crazy what they'll think of next, you know what I mean?
I guess I'll do the Billboard, dude.
All right. Sounds good.
If you're thinking, before I start this, if you're like, damn, dude, is there like a week that I missed? You didn't miss anything. I'm an idiot and got busy and didn't record, and it's not Levi's fault, it's mine. So just know that.
Yeah.
All right.
If you get all the way through this episode and you're like, man, this week seems off with the Billboard, I'm confused. There's just one person who's tracking their Billboard. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
All right. This week at number 1, One Thing at a Time by Morgan Wallen. I think this album I don't think it's been number 1 for 17 weeks, but it's been on the charts for 17 weeks. So
yeah,
there you go. Number 2, we got Business is Business by Young Thug. Because this guy knows about business, you know.
Business, and it's booming.
Number 3, we got Genesis by Peso Pluma. No clue what that is. Check it out.
I don't know. Yeah.
Number 4, we got Midnights by Taylor Swift. Number 5, A Gift and a Curse by Gunna.
Cool.
Number 6, Chemistry by Kelly Clarkson. I thought she only did talk shows now.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Kelly's back, baby.
At number 7, we got Dangerous Double Album by Morgan Wallen. Number 8, SOS by SZA. Oh, dude, what the fuck? There it goes. And then at number 9, we got Lover by Taylor Swift. And then at 10, we got The World EP 2 Outlaw by ATEEZ.
Yeah, I have no idea. 80s? The 80s. It's the 80s.
80s.
I don't know.
I mean, that makes sense.
It checks out.
Just spells weird.
It is now. Anyway. Fuck yeah. That's crazy.
Man.
Kelly Clarkson's back. Let's go.
It is. I thought she was only doing The Voice, and there's no way she's ran out of money.
No. I think she just sings every now and then. I think she's just like, yeah, you know, if I want to, I will. Whatever.
Yeah.
Good for her. Hell yeah.
We'd like to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast, the No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys, and the Remedy Room.
Yep. Buy some merch. Go to the merch in the description. Do the things.
Linktree/WalkPod. WOKPOD. Yeah, we got
there you go.
all kinds of shit. Levi just designed a new like 80s theme logo. It's pretty fucking dope, actually.
It's pretty slick. Bought myself 1 or 2, maybe.
If you're gonna order the hoodie, order a size up. Like, just do it. Just order. The hoodies run small for some reason. I found that out the hard way. So if you order a hoodie, order a size up.
There you go. It's just you know, it's just the risk of doing business with a random internet company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta work out the kinks, but yeah. That's it, right?
That's it, dude.
All right. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.